Welcome to the next section. We're going to be going into backtesting and using TradingView a little more in depth. So this is how you're going to start building out your trading systems by backtesting and figuring out what you like, what suits your style and your psychology of trading, which we'll dive deeper into the mindset of a trader. But we want to start getting yourself in the markets and starting to become the trader. That's why we're becoming a trader in this course, right? So time to get a little more intense. We're covered over the basics. We got your foundation. Let's start diving in and actually doing stuff. So backtesting is something you're always going to do. You're never going to stop. And if you stop, well, why did you stop? There's always something to learn, always something to test, different pairs to try your strategy on, tweaking your strategy, see if it's worth it or if it's not worth it. You need data, backtesting and forward testing, which is live market testing, is crucial to your system and personal growth as a trader. So first, you're going to want to define your trading rules and criteria for entering and exiting trades. We kind of went over that in the past examples in the lessons. We put like a rough system together and figured out how to tweak it. And then once we get those rules, I would go back and test that in the market and see, is it actually profitable? Or is it something that just happened on that one trade? You're going to use Google Sheets or anything like that to document your wins and losses. We have some resources in this course available for you to do some trading, and you could input the data and get all the calculations of your positions, what you would have won, this and that, all squared away. This is the key to becoming disciplined and being profitable as a trader and being more consistent, is having a system and sticking to the system. It's one of the easiest things to set up, but the hardest things to actually execute day to day in the markets. The markets will make you emotional, going up and down, and really you need to control yourself. So that's the hardest part of trading. So let's go into another slide before we get into the charts. So charting software, we use TradingView for our markups, backtesting, but when we're executing our trades in our accounts for futures, we're actually using NinjaTrader through Apex Trader Funding. So they're all very similar, but my main one is TradingView. That's where I do my markups. That's where I watch price, and then I'll jump to NinjaTrader to place my trades and then watch the lower time frames on that chart, like the 1 minute, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, all that stuff. A lot of the Forex funding challenges and those brokers, they'll use MetaTrader, MT4, MT5. Again, all very similar, just a little bit different. TradingView is by far the easiest, most fluid that you get in, draw, markup, all that stuff without having to really tweak settings, go here, then this, then that. So TradingView markups, hands down, that's the best one. If you can find a broker that could integrate in TradingView, that's a win-win for you. Now in TradingView and all these other charting softwares, they have custom indicators, scripts, bots, tools, ways to draw, and all that stuff. So they also have replay testing, back testing, all that stuff. So take time to learn which one you're going to use. I definitely recommend TradingView, and then just enter and get out of your trades on whatever your broker's making you use. But TradingView is going to be the easiest and have the most resources for you to analyze the markets. So let's get into TradingView. I'm going to show you how to back test and also ways to actually get some data. So there's a few ways to back test. You could keep the chart as is and then back test your setup and just keep drawing it out like this. But to get a little more feel for the markets, you could do the replay and say we're going to do the daily, right? Tuesday. We think the markets are going to go down. Maybe they'll pull back, right? So let's go down to the 4 hour now. You could hit play on, I use 0.5 or 0.3. I like 0.3 because it's a little more, it's not so fast paced. This will let you think, kind of see the candles move. Now they don't move like this in the live marks. They'll go up, down, up, 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 down, 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 up, up, up. This is just showing you the open and then the close. So right now, I'm watching the indicators. I'm watching this. Remember what our trade setups are. We want this to be above 50 and as well as the MACD crossing down for a sell and price to be underneath this. So we're watching, got some news coming in. We'll talk about news at a later date in the future section. Still watching. This did get over 50, but by the time we got that crossover, it was below. So nothing I want to get in on yet, although it is a really good move. Now we're oversold. MACD's pretty low as well. I think we're going to get a push up now, and that maybe be our final entry to get in. So we just want this. Okay, there we go. We want to get above 50 and have that crossover again. Okay. Just waiting for that crossover now on the MACD. And price to get back below this. Almost there. We get another big red candle below this. I think we're ready to sell. See how you got to be patient. Sure, price went down, but look, it came right back. I had no setup system to get in on this move. Just waiting. Price is still ripping up. No crossover yet down here. We're really oversold, but we need price to get back below this before we start thinking about a sell. Okay, we're almost there. All right, showing a sell, about to get a crossover. That's 2 sells right there. All right. Just need price to get to this. Okay, sell. Now, where would my stop loss be? My stop loss would be somewhere up here. And we're looking to get below this. Even lower if our indicator lets us do so. So we're watching. Still watching. We're still in. Really what we're waiting for is price to really sell off. We're in a little bit of profit. No worry right now. This is our last point of if our last resort. Price goes up there, we're out. See, trading's pretty boring. You just sit around and wait. A lot of the fun of trading is actually before and all the prep work to get into a trade. Remember, I don't trade this setup. This is just purely a system we quickly made on the fly for you guys to understand how to set up a system, how to be patient, wait for the signals, and then get in. Right now, it'd be pretty scary that we're going to get stopped out. I don't know what's going to happen in price, but we never got above this wick, which is a little lower. It's right there. So that's our real stop loss. Look at back in profit now. You would have panicked and closed out your trade. You would have took a loss when you didn't need to. All right. Still no reason to exit. Still in the trade. Patiently waiting. Look at that, starting to sell off now. So if I was trading this live and I opened up the charts and saw this, I would move the stop loss down just a little bit into this area, taking a little bit of risk off the table. And once we get below, and by below I mean everything's pointing downwards, I'm going to pull the stop loss in to this moving average. Remember, as we're watching, think of the liquidity, the support and resistance areas we talked about. Look, liquidity grabbed it. Guess what? Went right back in. Liquidity here. Guess what? Grabbed it. Went back in. So we may be getting hit right here. No need to panic. It either plays out or not. You're back testing right now. So if you lose, you lose. That's data you need to put in. And it looks like we're about to lose. And we lost. And we flatten. So we had profits. Now, sure, there's ways to get this profit and get out. But for the back testing, we got to stick to our rules. And really, if I'm being honest with you guys, if we were being strict with the rules, we got sold here, we would have been out right here. I think we had if a bar closed over it, but you'd want a reference on the daily. So really, our main signal never hit. We wouldn't have not have been in that trade. We're waiting for the daily to get below this, so let's get below this. Okay, we're below this. Now we go to the 4 hour. And let's wait for our setup to form. I'm just going to skip through it so we don't waste a bunch of time. Waiting for the setup. It's melting down, melting down. Okay. Almost there. Okay, we're in the overbought area now, waiting for MACD to cross over. One more. Right there, crossed over, okay? Now we would be in a sell if we're sticking to our real system. So our daily is our setup, or our indicator that we're getting ready for looking to sells. That's our bias. Now we wait for that 4 hour to give us a sell, and that would be above the 50. MACD crossed over underneath the 50 still. So our stop loss, where could we take it? Or our take profits? Look for that liquidity, that support. Let's take it down to there. And stop loss right there at the 50. Okay, let's play this out now. Boom. That is why you use higher time frames. You can see we got lost in the chop, but our daily time frame was still above this. So why are we looking for sales when we're in the daily still above this? Okay, so you need that initial rule from the higher time frame. Once that happens, then we go to the lower time frame. We were trading on the 4 hour here. We waited for our signal again underneath over the 50 line, crossover, boom, got in the trade. Where's our take profit? Liquidity. Now, if you're an advanced trader, that could be your take profit one. Like you take half your position, 80% of your position, and then we write it down until it crosses over the purple, for example. So play it out. And boom, hit our second target. If we're going to hold it still, our next room, we would take it down to down here. But again, our stop loss is now here, so we're in profit no matter what. Close. It's close, and we're out. So our final position, we took it off right there with the 1.72. But we hit our first profit target down here at 1.9 and our second down here at 3.52. Collecting those profits, trailing our stop loss because we got greedy and we thought we wanted to ride this full thing. So really you just need a system that's going to work for you. I don't like to ride the trend. I got 1-2 target areas max. Once it's there, I'm out for good. I want to relax. I don't want to babysit a trade, and I would be on lower time frames. I would go from the 4 down to the 15 to the 1. So I'm really quick in and out within hours of the market. So we're going to go into our last section or our last lesson. In the next video, we'll go wrap up this section and then we'll give you your homework assignments for today.